Good morning. Welcome to today's presentation. Today's presentation is an overview of TaiRox productivity tools, over 50 programs adding hundreds of features to Sage 300. I first want to draw your attention to our website resources, videos and user guides that go into a lot more detail than in my presentation today. The videos will show you how our programs work. The user guides will explain setup options. What these pieces won't do is tell you why the programs were written. I want to focus today on the stories behind the features, the real-world problems that were solved. All of these resources are publicly available for every product we offer. PDF brochures contain links to videos and user guides that are kept up to date. Here are some of the videos we provide, product overviews and short demonstrations of key features. Memos are lightly technical aspects of Sage 300. Many relate to understanding and improving performance. What installations find productivity tools the most valuable? There are two sweet spots. One, any installation with multiple companies that share accounts, customers, vendors, or items. As an example, a development enterprise, for legal reasons, creates a new Sage 300 company whenever they start work on a new building. They want the new company to use the same accounts and vendors because they purchase materials and contract for work from the same vendors. 2. Installations that have lots of operational data. This can mean several things, as you can see here. Later on, I will speak to an example how a SmartFinder solves a large problem for a hardware distribution business. There are over 50 programs that come with productivity tools. Look at the program name to get a sense of what they do. If a program name starts with extended, the program, quote, takes over, unquote, a Sage 300 screen, adding SmartFinders, more information, and additional behavior. If the name starts with a verb such as complete, delete, update, ship, or invoice, this means that the program will do hundreds of operations at a time so that users don't need to do them one at a time. The names like inquiry status or lookup display information. The Productivity Tools Enterprise Edition is focused on high-end general ledger functionality. One of the high-end features in accounting software is a multi-company general ledger. In Sage 300, this means that you have a template company and a set of rules for each of the target companies. You might, for example, have 10 target companies. You can then add or modify accounts to your template company and in a single operation have those accounts added or modified in all 10 target companies according to the rules you set up. A good amount of planning is required. Consult our user guide. These are the compelling reasons people buy productivity tools. Let's dig into the top 4 items. SmartFinders provide internet-like searching to Sage 300 by searching multiple fields in multiple tables in a single operation. If there are too many results, narrow the search by adding a word. We implemented the inventory control SmartFinder for order entry for a hardware distributor that had over 20,000 inventory items. By hardware distributor, I mean someone selling nuts, bolts, nails, and screws, not computer hardware. Every few years, the distributor would take on another supplier and import a few hundred new items. As you can imagine, the item descriptions were all over the map. Here's a description of a screw, and another, and another. You can see the problem for an order taker trying to find the right screw. The same problems exist for all the other hardware parts. Here's a picture of the SmartFinder using sample data, looking for items that have desk somewhere in their description and comment fields. Too many results, add another word. For our hardware example, start with screw to get hundreds of results, then add more words to narrow the search. Extended Order Entry adds dozens of features to the Sage 300 Order Entry screen and is the reason many clients buy productivity tools. I've just explained the item finder. The enhancements are all outlined in red here. Let's touch on a few of the enhancements. See our user guide or video for a complete list. More information. Customer optional fields are displayed so that you can see what kind of customer is placing the order. Quantities at other locations are displayed at the bottom of the screen, including locations in other databases. The Back Orders button shows all back orders for the current customer. You can apply multiple payments to an order in Sage 300, but there's no easy way to see these until we added a prepayments button. As an example, if you're building a custom $30,000 truck, there will be several prepayments made before the truck is finally delivered. Large orders. The Ship button allows entering from a picking slip in picking slip order. The Line Item Finder helps you quickly find lines to edit. The Update button will take some action across all lines in an order. These are the same options that are available in the Update Orders program applied to one order rather than multiple orders. Richer control. You want to require a purchase order for selected customers. You want to automatically default dates, X business days ahead of the order date. The Extended Order Entry screen is controlled by the options shown in this screen. There are no programming or macros involved, and the options work however Sage 300 is configured. As you can see, there's a lot of features I haven't mentioned. Update Orders allows you to perform over 20 different operations on hundreds of orders in one step, with a log recording every change that was made. Here's one example. A supplier lets you know that black phones are being replaced by dark gray phones, and you have to substitute items on hundreds of orders. This is one of the 20 operations Update Orders performs. Each of the 20 operations has different options displayed on the screen. For example, when substituting one item for another, there is an option to leave the original item in the order with a quantity of 0 and a notation regarding the substitution. The Ship Orders program. A shipment container arrives and now a distributor can ship lots of orders. Which orders are given preference? Orders that can now be completely shipped to save shipping costs? Back-ordered or committed items first? Another common scenario for ship orders. You sell training courses on your web store, and your web store has already collected the money and delivered the course, but the web store integration only creates the order. You might download hundreds of orders a day. Ship Orders will create shipments and invoices for all of them in a single step. Nice to have features make clients happy, but for most customers are not the reason they buy productivity tools. For example, being able to delete hundreds of old purchase orders in one operation saves time periodically and cleans up quantities, but is not the primary benefit. Users love finding all the extra features as they are discovered. Let's say you have repeat receivable customers and also sell to lots of one-time cash customers. The way many implementations handle this is to have a single customer, cash, with thousands of ship-to addresses. When a one-off customer reappears after a few years, how do you find them? The Customer Finder answers this question by searching multiple fields in both the customer table, shown on top, and the ship-to table, shown on the bottom. SmartFinders are not all the same. They are tailored for the context. This is one example of many. Vendor inquiry is just like the Sage 300 customer inquiry screen, showing all entities related to a vendor. If you use a lot of purchase orders, you'll find this screen very useful. Let's say you're a property management company and you collect a lot of rent. cash or checks that you deposit in the bank and enter into Sage 300 even before invoices are created. Now, the invoices are created perhaps by recurring entries, and you have to apply the payments to the invoices. That's what Apply Documents will do for you. Just click the Auto Apply button, or for complicated situations, match and apply manually. Thanks for your attention today. We invite you to send us questions by email at any time.